How's it going? Um, Hugh laughs, okay, and that's growing up on the West Coast, and I wish that I had grown up elsewhere, okay. I wouldn't be the Joker if I had a right education, okay. I'm not homophobic. I dig uh, uh, all types, all different cultures. I especially love traditional music, especially. Uh, I find that to be some of the most healthiest stuff out there. That's kind of why I like the British musicians a lot because they're traditional. Okay, and I like to look after that because I know that's kind of the safest thing. That um, I used to always listen to world music a lot. That was some of the most memorable stuff because its tradition is priceless, just like the environment, and it's healthy. Okay, so getting doing healthy things, it's very difficult. People who are the most foreign or alien, like someone like Kurt Cobain, doing drugs and pretending he's something he's not, this is really difficult. It's okay if you um, look after people, but um, escaping the excuse is also, that's how slavery happened. Um, and Silicon Valley is not very different with the internet. I am addicted to this device and the internet, and it was pushed on me from an early age, quite early, for sure. Um, I dig all I don't really have any prejudices, but I am sensitive, and when people push me, that's when horrible things happen. That has been happening for a long time, and it's creepy, okay, and it's candy, and you could say that's the Middle East in a nutshell, the candy tax. Um, I would have, if I'd grown up someplace where I could have talked, hooked up with a girl, and Kurt Cobain, okay, do the math there. Um, Even with love, it still looks like hate um, on the extreme. And for a woman, no, that's a game, okay. Um, but for a guy, it has to be something that's setting the example um, of of ultimate economies, especially. Um, and people in big tech and the British people, okay, again, I find this the most healthy potential, but it's not a radio conversation. I don't want to have that. Okay, even when I had someone who I loved, I'd go over to her house all the time. We didn't really talk endlessly, okay? It could be a slippery slope. We just talk about curious stuff. And ultimately, if you're doing something very meaningful, which I've discovered over here in Europe, um, I would just do that. And when it completed, I would perform. And I wasn't able to conceptualize that um, elsewhere. I was able to do it in a very traditional place. Um, um, but I don't have any racial grudges. I went to the White House and sat there on a bench in the backyard of the White House grounds, and I I have one thing. I write creative stuff. Okay, a lot of people on the radio, they find this stuff fantastic, and a lot of others on the radio are looking to start a fight. Okay, and I like to do the creative stuff. I like to um, tune in to the right stuff. Um, Okay, and I can't handle endless series of questions. That's just saying who's going to be the next victim. That's what it feels like. Okay, I'm miserable, and you make me unhappy. The whole world suffers, and this is clearly something that's people want to do. They don't mind if the world burns. How many um, thoughtful people, how many vulnerable people disappear? Just right? And again, I survived by laughing. Okay, we smoked pot all the time, and so it is a joke to me. It is, especially if you keep, these things keep happening. People act like it didn't happen. Okay, I um, I'm alienated, and I don't want to have a conversation at all. If you ask me to have a conversation, I'm gonna flip out on you because that's acting like uh, nothing bad ever happened. Okay, John Lennon and other people from Hawaii, okay, just don't care apparently. Otherwise, they would say my name clearly and specifically. And people who care and are concerned and qualified would contact me and say my name. Those people especially, because I really want to work with those people. I just don't want to be an absurdity. I dig diverse people, but it's not like the random people, and that's what the internet is to me. You never know what's going to show up there. But I love all kinds of arts. There's almost no limit to the arts, unless I went to a poetry slam once, okay, and it got so weird. I'm like, oh God, these guys are freaks. Okay, it wasn't art. It was just vulgarity, basically. And I was like, okay, I don't fit in here. um, true. Okay, everything I see on the internet, unless if it's someone who's foaming at the mouth or something like that, okay, um, unless if it's just pure lust, and you need a napkin, okay, you can share a napkin, yes. Um, and yeah, I laugh because there was nothing good going on in my childhood. Okay, I couldn't find the love, and I felt like a pervert because it was like impossible, absolutely impossible. And the I guess everything, even though I couldn't really perceive it until Ronald Reagan's candy tax, when I had enough energy to perceive it, um, it was just absolutely clear because I would go to Safeway and it's like a row of checking um, checkout clerks, whatever they are, maybe. Um, at least one of them was like a traditional community for me. There was one person from the old country there who spoke with that accent and had some made comments, and it was friendly. Not like Hollywood, but more like New York. Um, uh, okay, I want to work for all those people. Um, okay, technology people, especially the British, because I've tried to approach all the American ones, tried to, and yet the British ones are equally difficult. And I would say the Irish ones, but um, I don't know if they like me. Because I tried to, I went there plenty of times. I went to Dublin many a time, and certainly to London as well. And the Germans, yeah. Okay, but I don't want to ask a bunch of questions unless if someone's asking me specifically. I wish there was an intervention because it seems like it's clear. Okay, go through all this idiotic logic patterns or whatever. Um, that is just waiting for the next radical disaster, the next excuse. I don't want, I get sort of twisted. I laugh at things and then I become really depressed at things. Um, if someone survives, I'm like, ha ha, bastard, I'm not, I'm, I'm happy, okay? And we make jokes. That's what, that's why people go on the internet because It happened where I grew up, and that's what people do there. Okay, it's different. And the bugs are biting me. God damn it. Hey, please contact me. Okay, don't play this game. I dig all kinds of stuff. We used to always go to reggae concerts and blues music and really good the arts, the best stuff. I love it. There's really no limit for my thing. I just don't want to go by myself. And on the internet, I'm always by myself. It's like what it's doing. We're all a bunch of loners now, clinging to our phones. Um, honestly, um, it's true, and it's stupid. There should be love in the world. That's the only reason the internet came along. Is like, okay, we have computer dating. Now we need to do is connect you, and it became a slave game. Okay, that's what it is. We're all desperados. You see these people walking down the street with their phone like fiends, and trying to get a hit, trying to do some damage or something. I don't know. Um, I think so. Um, like everyone's writing prescriptions or something like that. That's anyways. Everything I see on the internet that I've ever liked on the internet, I more or less like. I would like to work with those people and make sure that they're safe. Okay,